Christenson was always the top choice on my list. When I moved from my home, I wanted a Canadian ownership, and in that the Christian family are Edmonton owned and operated, that was certainly a defining choice. And
my mother had had open heart surgery and she was living on her own. She had fallen once and it was a concern for us. She was in her condo on her own, and I guess the defining moment for us was a discussion with Mom, because it was very important that she was a deciding partner in all of this. And we came to the realization that the best thing to do is to make a choice when she was able to make a choice, instead of waiting until it came time that somebody else made the choices for her. I decided to look at all the ones in the neighborhood. We wanted a place that had a good reputation, but was also close to me. When I came to Devonshire and I took a look, talked to people here, I basically went back to Mom and said, really, there's just one place you need to look at.
And it was my daughters that were running around looking for a place. And it was them that found the place and said I was to come in. So I did. That was September the 1st, 3 years ago.
Well, I moved in here because I could not look after myself, and there were certain functions that you need help. And this Devonshire has suited me perfectly. And I had previously visited several of this type of residential benefits for me, and I found that this one was certainly suited my purposes best of all, and it's turned out to be a good decision, because I get very individual care and also sort of communal care.
Oh, there's been a lot of them that have been very good. I get along with all of them. There was a gentleman here named Jason. That's a few years back. I found him very good when I first came in here. He was the one that would, I wasn't in very good shape when I did come, and it was him that would sit with me and talk to me and talk about my problems, and I had lots of them. You know, I had just had an operation for a hernia, and I also had 2 hips replaced, and it took a little time to function again normally, and it was him that would sit and talk to me, and I appreciated that.
Well, I find the staff very courteous and very willing to help in any way they can, and they're very willing to do so. But any time that I've had any interaction with the staff, I find them very friendly and very nice people.
The people who are employed here are extremely kind, gentle, and
definitely I would recommend it. And why? Because I find it a very comfortable place, and the staff are very reliable and helpful.
I don't think any of us realized quite how starved my mother was for social interactions, living by herself. I do know that for me to drop her off, to see her up to her apartment alone, to bring her her groceries, I would leave with a pit in my stomach, because I was leaving Mom alone. And moving here, it was like moving in with family. I knew Mom had her little helpline around her neck. She had as much independence as she wanted, but she had social interactions. She had functions, she had girlfriends. She knew that the care was here, the health services was here, the nursing staff, the LPNs, everybody was here if she needed them. And that was if she needed them. There was a sense of comfort and relief for myself and my siblings, knowing that Mom was here being taken care of. The thing my mom liked best is the fact that she got to see people every day. She got to put on her finest clothes and go outside and be admired and acknowledged, and hi Margaret, how are you doing? People were personable. She felt like a valued member of a community.
But the various functions that they have here, like the luncheon every 2 weeks, I think it is, and also the special events that they have, I think they foster friendliness among the people, and I have found the group as a whole very, very cooperative and friendly.
Well, I've come a long way since I came here, and in fact, the first couple of months that I was here, I was afraid to go for lunch for fear I might not have made it. You know, I wasn't very good on my feet. I wasn't very good with that walker, and it's just perseverance, and I feel the care that I've been given has improved my quality of life.
I think that as an old physician, it is perhaps germane for me to say that the treatment I get here outside of medical care is that which you cannot buy with dollars.
I'll just repeat the fact that every time my daughters come, I just tell them I love my condo and I love being here. So that's about all I have to say. It just suits me to perfection.
I guess, and it's to share with the world of all of us as we're looking after our parents and as our parents get aging, I recognize the importance of timeliness for parents and for the elderly, and I encourage them not to wait too long, to take advantage of what Christenson has to offer here. There are so many programs, so many functions, so much that there's a gap in there. There's that in-between time of life when people don't want to let go of their independence, and they view going into a home. And this is not like that at all. So those people that are in there, I can't encourage them more, or their kids, to come and look and see what life has to offer here, because this is an amazing, amazing place. And my best way to sum up Mom's life at Christenson has been the icing on my mom's cake of life.